Join me on a journey to embrace your Cabela life. Welcome to your yin practice. My name is Rachel. Thanks so much for joining me. So just coming to arrive on your mat this morning. Let's roll the shoulders back. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. Just coming to the present moment. Begin to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Coming to that calm, peaceful place within. And knowing you're right where you're meant to be in this moment. And slowly start to inhale the arms up. And exhale, float them down. Inhale. Exhale. Big inhale up. And exhale. Inhale. This time bring the palms together, flowing the hands into the heart center. Maybe taking a moment to set an intention, dedication for your practice if you'd like. And let's inhale. And exhale. Let's take the hands behind the lower back. Press the palms together, interlacing the fingers. Let the head drop back. Start to open that chest, the shoulders. Exhale, slowly come into a forward fold, floating over the thighs, arms to the sky, forehead down to the ground. Let the hips drop to the heels. Inhale, floating back up. Exhale, take that back bend, opening up the shoulders, the chest. Teeth are lightly touching. Let the head drop back. Exhale, forward fold, come back down. Maybe this time, coming onto the crown of the head, start to lift the hips up to the sky. No tension in the neck. Keep drawing those arms up to the sky. And exhale, slowly come back up to seated. Let the head drop back. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. So coming up onto the feet, start to roll the body up, coming to the top of your mat, coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Start to really ground the feet here, lifting up all 10 toes. Roll the shoulders back. And then roll the shoulders forward. back. Start to turn the palms out to the side. Really begin to ground the feet. Engage the quads, lifting them up. Lift the kneecaps up. Lift the torso, the rib cage out of the hips. Elongating through the spine, crown to the sky. Big inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Big inhale. Exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Flat back. Gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine. Reach to the sky. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, press the hips together. Hands to heart. 2 more times, flowing through that. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Let the torso lie on the thighs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Warming up the body here. Inhale, float the arms up. Align the arms with the ears. Press the palms together. Exhale, press the hips forward. Hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, round through the spine. Inhale, float those arms up. Really reach, lift, and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale, adding on here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through that spine. Reach to the sky. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step that right foot back. Left foot coming into your high plank. Holding here. Breathe. Push the breath through the entire body, waking up every muscle here. Start to engage the core, drawing the belly button to the spine. Press through the heels. Gaze to the top of your mat. Lower the knees, the chest, the chin. Hips to the sky. Inhale, baby cobra. Peel the chest. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Coming in for your down dog, start to pedal the heels, bend the knees, move the hips, take whatever movements you need to feel good here. Tailbone to the sky, sternum down to the ground. Let that head just hang. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Let it go. Let's walk the feet, coming back to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine. Reach to the sky. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left leg. Right leg, high plank. Hold here. Stack those shoulders over the wrists. Press the ground away. Feeling strong here. Beautiful straight line from the crown of the head down to the heels. Let's lower the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale. Peel that chest, baby cobra. Exhale, tabletop, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Let that head hang. Take any tension out of the upper back, the shoulders, the neck. Gaze past the knees. Start to lower the heels a little bit closer to the ground. Lower that chest. Notice if the knees are slightly caving inward. Start to spiral the knees, the thighs out. Opening up the hips. And let's walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine. Reach to the sky. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Big inhale up. Chair pose, so Utkatasana. Sit those hips down. Sitting into that imaginary chair, check for all 10 toes. Make sure the knees aren't past the toes. Lift the chest, gaze up. Unshrug the shoulders, relax. Slight pelvic tilt. And exhale, dive it down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walk or float the feet. High plank. If you're ready, chaturanga, otherwise knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll those shoulders back. Open up the heart. Exhale, roll through the feet. Downward facing dog. Coming into that nice, deep, steady breath. Nice rhythm with the breath. Connecting to the body, the mind. Let's walk or float the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, come back to that chair pose. Utkatasana. Big inhale up. 8 chair squats here. Exhale, nice and slow, connecting the breath. Big inhale, open the body. Exhale, firing up the quads. Inhale. Exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, opening up. Exhale. Big inhale. Big inhale. Exhale, hold here. Take the hands into the heart center. Exhale, take your twist. Left elbow over that right knee. Keep the knees and feet touching. Start to center the palms. Relax, gazing over that shoulder. Maybe butterfly the arms. Gazing up to that palm. Exhale, take it back to center. Stay nice and low. Sit lower. Then big inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Exhale, take that twist. Start to center the palms. Relax through the left shoulder. Twisting through that spine. Twisting the rib cage from the belly button. Butterfly the arms. Gaze to that left palm. Exhale, take it back to center. Stay nice and low. Big inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take the hands to the hips. Take a little hop here or step out the feet, hips width apart. Coming into a forward fold. So nice flat back. Hinge from the hips, not the back. Exhale, fold it forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. Coming in for a ragdoll. Take the hands to opposite elbows. Let the whole upper body just hang. Shift the weight towards the toes. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Maybe sway from side to side. And then find stillness. Just let the whole upper body get closer to the ground, closer to the thighs. Relax through the feet. And release the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up. Come to stand. Float the arms up. Hands to heart. Walk the feet back in. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walk or float the feet. High plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Adding on here, let's float that right leg up to the sky. Square the hips, the shoulders to the ground first. Let that chest drop. Let that left heel drop. Lift the right leg higher. Flex the foot. Float it down, meeting that left foot, down dog. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Point the toe, drop that right heel, let the chest drop. Squaring the hips, shoulders, flex that left foot, float it down to meet the right, down dog. High plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. Pedal the heels. Move here. Right leg up to the sky. This time, bend the knees, stack the hip. Let that right foot hang heavy. Really opening up that right hip. The right hip stacks over the left hip. Draw the knee in, stepping through, low lunge. Drop the left knee. Sweep the arms. Exhale. Float the hips forward and down. Lift the heart up to the sky. Exhale. Frame that foot. Tuck the left toes. Three-legged dog. Stretch it out. Exhale. Float that right foot to meet the left. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Left foot hangs heavy. Stacking the hips, really open up that left hip. Draw the knee into the chest, step through for low lunge. Ground the right knee, sweep the arms. Exhale, float the hips forward and down. Gaze up, lift that heart up to the sky. Relax through the shoulders. Feel that right hip flexor really opening up. Exhale. Frame that left foot, tuck the toes. Left leg up to the sky. Exhale, left foot meets right, down dog. Option here, flow through high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Pedal the heels, bend the knees, walk it out, walk your dog. And then find stillness here. Float that right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, stack the hip. Draw the knee into the chest, step through for low lunge. So that completes our warm-up. Coming into our yin practice. So starting with the lower body, we're gonna get right into those hips. So coming into dragon pose, low lunge. Start to slow everything down. Begin to relax the upper body, taking any weight out of the arms, the palms. Checking to make sure you have the alignment, that right knee stacks over the right ankle. Left leg extends back. Take any weight off of that left knee. So most of the weight is in the right foot, the top of the left foot. Just let the hips sink down to the ground. If this feels really good and challenging enough, stay right here. If you'd like to go into your lizard pose, start to walk that right foot out to the outer edge of your mat. Walk that right palm inside the right foot. Begin to slide the left leg back behind you. Focusing on the hips here. Option to stay up on the palms or start to make your way down onto the forearms. It's all about opening up the right hip. Eventually, if you feel really open here or comfortable enough to start to lower the chest down to the ground, maybe coming to lie on the chest. So in our yin practice, we slow down the body, slow down the mind. We let go of anything that no longer serves us. Take this time to find inner peace. To make space, releasing the negative. Taking in the positive. Stay with your breath. If you're in lizard and you want to take a twisted lizard, resting on that left forearm, begin to turn the torso into the right thigh. Maybe take the right palm to the knee. Maybe extend the right arm up to the sky. Notice in the body where the sensations shift as you come into this twist, maybe wrapping that right arm around the lower back. So be mindful here to listen to your body. Your body always talks to you, lets you know where it needs more attention, how far it can go. In the yin practice, we move away, let the muscles rest. Really get into those connective tissues in the joints that really do not get a lot of attention when we exercise. So in our yin practice, we search for that edge first. That point of resistance, tension, maybe a little discomfort, never pain. If you ever feel pain during your practice, slowly make your way out of the pose and just come back to the breath. So we find that point, that edge, and then we hold. We breathe. And then we wait for the body to just do its magic. To release, to let go. And quiet down the mind. So if you're in that twist, start to make your way back. Coming back up onto the palms, back to center. If you're in lizard, start to walk that right foot in. Framing the right foot with the palms. Let's exhale, coming into a forward fold over that right leg. So nice hamstring stretch here in your half split. To go deeper, flex that right foot. Exhale, let the chest float down closer to that right thigh. Maybe bring the forehead to the knee. Check in with the shoulders. Make sure you're not tensing up, holding on. Let go. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out. Square the hips here. Squaring the hips with the top of your mat. Right hip draws back, left hip forward. Slowly make your way back to low lunge. Tuck the left toes. Float the right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, float it down. Flow through your high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Staying with that right leg, let's float that right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Draw the knee into the chest, floating right into pigeon pose. Right knee floats over to that right wrist, and that right foot starts to walk over to the left wrist. Slide the left leg back behind you. Stay lifted high in the hips. Avoid collapsing onto that right hip. So maybe today you stay right here. Coming into a mini back bend. You can always use a blanket or a block or a pillow if you need extra support under that right glute. And slowly, when you're ready, start to fold over that right leg. Coming into this beautiful, intense hip opening pose. Nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. Search for that edge. Go deeper. As we hold the pose, the body begins to relax, surrender, open up. The breath allows us to relax. So if the mind starts to wander, just simply come back to that breath, focusing on the breath. And slowly start to come back up onto the forearms, the palms, lifting back up. Floating that left leg around, bring it to the top of your mat. So we're going to come into shoelace pose here. So the right knee is still bent, bending that left knee. Begin to stack the knees. Ground the sits bones. So stacking the left knee on top of the right knee as best you can, and feeling the grounding through the glutes. So we're approaching the hips in a different way. Start to feel the stretch in the outer hips. So this might be pretty intense for some and not so intense for others. So again, just search for your edge. You might feel this is intense right here. Taking the hands to the ankles, you can start to walk the calves towards the side of your mat or the top of your mat. Sitting up nice and tall, elongating through the spine, crown to the sky. So just listen to the body here. Breathe. An option here, if you'd like, start to come into a forward fold. Maybe folding, bringing the forehead to the knee. Relax the shoulders. Don't hold the breath. So again, just ease into this posture. Remember, no judgment, no expectation in yoga. Be patient with your body. Relax. And slowly release, coming back to seated. Extending that right leg, the leg that's underneath the left. So coming into half shoelace pose, stack that left knee on top of the right knee. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Take the palms interlacing, palms facing down, underneath, right above the knee, that right knee. Flex the right foot. Then exhale, come into a forward fold. Coming in, taking it nice and slow, easing into this. Start to feel a stretch in the right hamstring, so the back of the right leg. Avoid tensing up through the upper back, the shoulders. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Search for that edge, go deeper. Inhale, slowly come back up. Grounding the left foot outside the right knee. We're going to come into a spinal twist. So take that left palm behind the lower back. Just using it for support. Reach and extend that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, cross the right elbow over the left knee, twisting through the spine. Twisting, gazing over that left shoulder. Use the breath for the twist. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, twist that rib cage, twisting from the belly button. Twisting that spine. Begin to feel a nice stretch in the left glute here. And exhale, release. Come back to center. So bending that right leg, float the left leg back, coming into your pigeon pose. Just transitioning back to our three-legged dog. Tuck the left toes. Right leg extends to the sky. Exhale, float it down. Pedal the heels, bend the knees, move the hips. You can hold here in your down dog or flow through high plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Maybe notice the difference from the right hip to the left hip. So I definitely notice the difference here. My right hip feels a lot better than my left hip. Just a lot more open. And then float back into your down dog. So let's give that left side some love. Float the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, stack the hip. Draw the knee into the chest, step through for a low lunge, dragon pose. Coming in for dragon, stacking the left knee over the left ankle, framing the left foot. Begin to slide the right leg back. Relax the upper body. Take any weight out of the palms, the shoulders. Let that whole other body, upper body relax. Let the hips sink down. Let them open up. So perfectly fine to stay here. If this is challenging enough, if you're feeling the hips really opening up, stay right here. If you would like to go deeper, start to walk that left foot out. Walk the left palm in. Sliding that right leg behind you. Coming in for lizard pose. So again, take your lizard wherever feels good today. You can stay lifted up on the palms. You can come into a really active lizard, tucking the right toe, lifting that right knee. Or make your way down onto the forearms. Drawing that chest closer to the ground. Just make sure that the right leg extends directly behind you. Keep the focus on the hips. Search for that edge, that point of resistance, tension, and then hold and breathe. That tension could be stored negative emotions that you're holding in the body, creating all kinds of havoc. Low back pain, knee issues, throwing all your alignment off. So take this time to just let it go. If you took a twist on the right side, let's balance the body. Coming to twisted lizard. Grounding on that right forearm, start to turn the torso into the left thigh this time. Take that left palm to the left knee and just notice where that tension resistance shifts. It's a subtle shift. Maybe you feel it more in the right hip flexor, into that left thigh. Maybe float the arm up, gazing up. And exhale, float that left arm, wrap it around the back. Gaze over the left shoulder. Really extending through that right leg. Let the hips drop. If you're in that twist, slowly make your way back. Coming back to center, holding here. Start to walk back up onto the palms. Walk that left foot in. Coming back to low lunge, so get the alignment first, and then taking a nice, gentle counter stretch here. So shifting the hips back, fold over that left leg, flex the left foot, and then notice the hips, start to square the hips. So right hips forward, left hip draws back. Relax the upper body. Just take some nice deep breaths here. Really try to get a nice stretch in that left hamstring. Let the chest drop. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. Slowly bending the left knee, come back to low lunge. Tuck the right toes. Float that left leg up to the sky, stretch it out, three-legged dog. Exhale, float the left foot to meet the right foot, coming in to your down dog. Maybe pedal the heels, bend the knees, move the hips. Flow through high plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Staying on that left leg, let's take the left leg back up and the knees stack the hip. Draw the knee in, floating into pigeon pose. Left knee floats over to the right wrist. Start to walk that left foot over to the right wrist. Trying to get the left shin parallel with the front of your mat. So, keyword is try. Staying high, lifted on the hips, avoid collapsing into the left hip. Stay lifted. Extend that right leg back behind you. Lifting the chest up to the sky. And exhale, slowly fold over that left leg. Stacking the forearms, resting the forehead on the forearms here maybe. Coming into this beautiful, intense hip opener. And just breathe. Keep searching for that edge. Try to find more space. Maybe the chest drops closer to the ground. Slowly start to make your way back up onto the palms. And then floating that right leg over the left, coming into our shoelace pose. So bending the right knee. Sometimes coming forward to get that knee stack is a little bit easier coming into this pose. Just do the best you can, listen to your body. So this time, right knee is on top of the left. Maybe take the hands to the ankles, start to walk the shins away. Ground the sit bones, sitting up nice and tall here. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, settling into this pose. So you maybe notice one side is easier than the other. So just accept that and just let it go. And if you're feeling really good here and you want to go for that forward fold, slowly start to fold forward, bringing the forehead to the knee. Relax through the shoulders. Keep those sits bones grounded to the earth. Feel that nice deep stretch in the outer hips. And sometimes the hardest postures, or the postures that we least like, are the ones that we need the most. And in time, they become our favorites. Overcoming difficult obstacles in life, in our practice, allows us to grow, and that's what it's all about. Keep growing, keep learning about ourselves. Our practice is constantly evolving, just like our life, our world. Sometimes we don't like when things change. Sometimes we resist. Sometimes if we're open to change, relax and open to that resistance, it allows us to come to a better place. And slowly release, coming back to seated. Extending the left leg out, so the bottom leg. Keeping that right knee stacked over the left knee up to the sky. Flex that left foot. Big inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, float them down. Taking the palms facing the ground, interlace the fingers, placing them underneath that left thigh, left knee, right above the left knee. Sit up nice and tall, and slowly come into a forward fold, feeling that left hamstring stretch. So stay gentle, listen to your body. Never force anything. We're moving slow, easing into these postures, walking slowly in, finding our space, settling in. Trying to enjoy this time that you've made for yourself today. Always a good thing to take time for yourself, your health. Inhale, going a little deeper. Breathe in deep. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, slowly release, come back to seated. Release the palms. Coming to stack that right knee over the left knee, placing the right sole of the foot onto the ground. Keeping the sits bones grounded. Take that right palm behind the lower back. Using it as support, float the left arm up to the sky. Coming into our seated spinal twist. Exhale, left elbow crosses over that right knee. Begin to twist through the spine. Twisting that rib cage, gazing over the right shoulder this time. Stay nice and tall here. Twist that spine. Maybe even feel a spinal adjustment here. And if you do, maybe just get a nice exhale out. Creating that H-A-ha sound. Inhale through the nose and exhale, let it go. Let's release, come back. So bending the left knee, float the right leg back behind you. Coming back to our transition, pigeon, tuck the right toes. Left leg floats up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale. Left foot meets right foot, down dog. Paddle the heels, bend the knees, move the hips. Then come to find stillness. Drop the heels. Find your down dog and just notice if this down dog feels deeper, more comfortable, if you feel more open here. Exhale, flow through high plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's float the knees down to the ground. Coming into our extended child's pose here. Let the forehead touch the ground. Let the hips come to the heels. Float the arms alongside the body. Palms facing up. And just let the shoulders fall to the ground. Let the spine round. Slowly inhale, coming to seated. Extending the legs out in front. And bend the knees. Reach towards the top of your mat. Round through that back. Exhale, roll through the spine, lowering down onto the back. So coming on to your back, hug those knees into the chest. Take hands to opposite elbows. Ground the shoulders, the hips. Bring the forehead to the knees. Exhale, release. Coming in for happy baby, take the arms inside the thighs, wrap those peace sign fingers around the big toes or hands to the ankles, shins, flex the soles of the feet, bending the knees, use that arm strength to draw the knees down towards the ground. Opening up the hips, rock from side to side, massaging the lower back, the hips here. Coming to center, extend the legs. Getting a nice, one last hip opener, hamstring stretch. Really ground the shoulders, lengthen through the spine. Nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. And slowly bring the soles of the feet together. Releasing that yogi toe grip, float the arms overhead, palms facing the sky, let the knees drop down to the ground. Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So moving into our final yin posture, Shavasana. So feel free to stay right here if this feels especially good for you. Or if you're coming into Shavasana, extend the legs, mats width. Take the arms out and T palms to the sky. Begin to let go of your practice. Coming back to the present moment, finding stillness in the body and mind. Allow the body to melt into the mat. And just be. Coming back to the natural breath. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like, gaining all the wonderful benefits it provides. If you'd like to join me in closing out your practice, begin to bring some movement into the toes, the fingers, the hands, the feet. Inhaling the arms up overhead. And exhale, bending the knees, begin to come onto the right side into a fetal position, taking some nice deep breaths there. Slowly, with the eyes closed, start to come back to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back. Lengthening through the spine, crown to the sky. Closing out our practice with some cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Inhale, floating the arms up overhead, big inhale. Exhale, out the mouth. Big inhale up. Exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank yourselves for starting your day in a positive and healthy way. As you move through your day, continue to make those positive and healthy decisions. Be gentle, be good to yourself, be kind. May there be peace in your heart, peace in your words, and peace in your mind. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at cavelalife.com, become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Cavella Life. Thank you so much. Namaste.